Collin Lawrence.
I'm Kameron Martin.
And I'm Miguel Hernandez.
And this is how you assemble a computer.
This is the power supply. It gives the computer and all of its hardware components power by directing the AC or alternative current to DC direct current through this part right here. It snaps in just like this. You just slide it in a little bit so you hear that. And you gotta tuck in the Molex cables, which are these parts right here, underneath all the hooks, all the way around. It will get a little tricky, so if you got small hands, you are the right person for the job. Alright, and all these Molex connectors right here at the end of the Molex cables are the ones that give power to all the drives, including the motherboard. For example, the CD-ROM drive, the hard drive. To properly secure the power supply, there are 3 screws you have to screw in. You always want to use a screwdriver that does not have a magnetic tip. The reason is some components in the computer are very sensitive to magnetic tips. So we're just going to take this and screw this in.
The motherboard is a printed circuit board containing the principal components of a computer. Right here we have the CPU, which is the brains. It reads and executes instructions. Right here we have the Molex connectors. Right here we have the RAM slots. Right here we have the ports. And this right here is the south side. Located on the south side is the heatsink, video graphics chip under the heatsink, and SATA cable connectors. I'm about to install the motherboard. Your motherboard installed. What I'm holding here is the hard drive. The hard drive is a permanent storage similar to a record player. It is where your operating system is located. This particular hard drive holds 320 gigabytes. The hard drive holds all of your programs. The hard drive is usually slower than the RAM. Located on the hard drive is SATA ports for your SATA cables. What I'm doing now is installing the hard drive. Install the hard drive. Make sure this clicks, and make sure this clicks. That is your hard drive.
This is the random access memory, or RAM for short. This particular one is 2 gigs, and there are 4 slots in this motherboard, meaning it can have 4 of these RAM sticks slotted into it for a total of 8 gigabytes of RAM. RAM is the random access memory. It's temporary in order for programs to run so it communicates with the CPU. You never touch the chips on it without any gloves or protective wear. That is why I'm holding it from the side, and this is how you install it. You just carefully slide it in, and all you do is just gently push it in. If you don't hear both sides snap up, then that means it has not been installed directly.
This is the heatsink. It cools down the CPU right here with a fan, with that fan on top to help cool down. And you install it by putting it into its slots right here that are around the CPU, and make sure they're all lined up. And then you use, with your weight pushing down, screw down each of the screws. Board on the side, you connect it to the motherboard as so. There's a small cartridge on the side. And that's how you install the heatsink. This is the optical drive. It's the DV/CD insertion point, and you put it in by pulling it in through the front of the computer. You pull up this latch on the side to make sure you can pull it all the way through. And when you do, you use your Molex cords right here to connect it to the back end of the optical drive, like so. And you also use your Molex cords to connect to the hard drive that's also over here. And that's how you install your optical drive.
My name is Collin Lawrence.
My name is Kameron Martin,
And I'm Miguel Hernandez.
and that is how you assemble a computer.